Honorary street naming, Wayne Walker, Mr. Winnipeg Rock and Roll. It's been my pleasure to write up a motion to have an honorary street naming of McRae Avenue, and this is honorary from Main Street to Emsley on McRae Avenue to be called the honorary Wayne Walker Avenue, along the street that he had lived from '83 until he passed away in 2008. And actually the home is a very historical home that he lived in, right really at the corner of the back lane behind the what's now called the Royal Canadian Polish Legion. But Mr. Wayne Walker started playing at high school dances and that sort of thing in his young teenage years. And then when he was old enough to play in the bars, he and his friends, they played sounds like the first place was the Aberdeen Hotel, which used to be located at the corner of Carleton and Graham. So when he was 21, he started playing bars for the first time. For many bars in Winnipeg, they didn't really do live entertainment per se that much, if at all. And he brought rock and roll along with his musician friends. And throughout his involvement, there's a lot of respect for Wayne Walker, who he played with some names that's in the motion. I'm not going to pretend to know. But as his daughter had explained, it's time for us to honor Wayne Walker, and so this motion is it has to go through the process through I believe it's the P&D and the designated employee who ensures that the street name honorary street name won't confuse anybody, and that provisions are made, and it will be the Mynarski Ward Resources that will fund the fee and any signage once we move forward on naming this honorary street after Wayne Walker, Mr. Rock and Roll.
Okay. Any comments, questions?
Oh, sorry. I would also, before I move this motion, I'd like to move a motion to accept Wayne Walker's daughter's letter on record with this motion. She writes an eloquent letter talking about her father and his career. And there's many more that can tell even more stories. So hopefully when we do the honorary street naming, I can have a great thing to do. And maybe we can get the hall at the Royal Canadian Polish Legion. Maybe we can get that hall and get some those old rockers playing some music in the hall there. Anyway, so I move first to suspend the rules and put the letter on record.
Okay, all those in favor to suspend the rules?
Aye.
Aye. And that's carried unanimously.
Thanks for the reminder, Mr. Prince. Now I'll move the motion as well to do the honorary street name for Wayne Walker.
Any comments? No concerns? No questions? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that's carried unanimously.
Great.
Okay, you can take the chair back and we can move on.
Yes, and